Hi, this is Lou, your immigration lawyer. Kamusta? So today, guys, we're going to talk about who's authorized to represent you as an immigration representative kung kayo'y mag apply for any application type, whether it's for temporary residence or for permanent residence, maski na rin for citizenship. Sino rin ba yung authorized na magrepresenta sa'yo sa Immigration and Refugee Board if you have an asylum claim in Canada or if you're doing an Immigration Appeal Division appeal, halimbawa, na-refuse yung sponsorship niyo dahil merong certain types of applications that you can appeal at the IRB. And the IRB, or the Immigration Refugee Board, just for your knowledge, is a tribunal. Administrative tribunal po ito. In other words, hindi po ito totoong korte. Sila po ay mga decision makers. And yung kanilang mga desisyon, while it is almost like a court hearing, hindi po ito judicial decisions. So, ibig sabihin yung mga desisyon nila, hindi ito binding for future decisions. Persuasive lang to. So let's begin. Sino ba ang authorized as a representative in Canada if you are seeking immigration advice for a fee? Well, there are certainly types of individuals na pwede ninyong lapitan for that. First of all, ako, halimbawa, I am an immigration lawyer. I am a licensed lawyer in the province of Ontario. So in other words, ang mga lawyers na pinag-uusapan natin, hindi pwedeng lisensyado sa ibang bahagi ng mundo kung hindi lawyer na lisensyado dito sa Canada. And licensing is done by any of the provinces and territories of Canada. So kung kayo ay lisensyado sa province of British Columbia, pwede kayo magrepresenta across Canada with a certain exception of Quebec because Quebec has its own system. Pero pwede rin in certain narrow circumstances na ang isang abogado from British Columbia ay magrepresenta ng isang individual na merong application na manggagaling sa province of Quebec. Pwede naman natin siyang pag-usapan in another episode. Second class of people who can represent you for a fee, well, ito yung mga tinatawag nating RCICs or immigration consultants. Itong mga immigration consultants, dumaan din po sila sa training, meron din po silang ipapasang mga exam, at meron din po silang mga on-the-job experience before nila makuha ang kanyang lisensya. At meron din po silang regulatory body. It is nationwide, covers all of Canada except Quebec dahil meron din silang sariling sistema doon. Ang body na ito ay tawag ay CICC, maaaring narinig na ninyo. Ito po ang Canadian Immigration College of Consultants at doon po nakakakuha ng designation na RCIC. At meron din pong mga RCICs na pwedeng magrepresenta sa inyo sa Immigration and Refugee Board. So makikita ninyo yung kanilang post-nominal letters, yung mga letters na kasunod ng kanilang pangalan, nakalagay RCIC. Pero kung pwede sila magrepresenta sa Immigration Refugee Board, nakalagay RCIC-IRB. So itong designation na to, nag-aalaw sa kanila na magrepresenta sa mga individual sa Immigration, Refugee, Citizenship Canada, pati na rin sa kahit ano pang provincial nomination program, pwera na lang Quebec, special exception, at pati na rin sa Immigration and Refugee Board for basically hearings kung may appeal or merong claim. Meron din po tayong pangatlong uri ng mga representatives for a fee. Ito po yung mga notaries from Quebec. Hindi po sila abogado dahil po ang propesyon ng abogasya sa Quebec ay na-split sa dalawa. Meron pong mga abogado mismo at meron pong mga notaryo. At hindi po ito yung mga notaryo na iniisip natin na nasa kalye, sa may Divisoria, or sa may City Hall sa Maynila. Ito po ay notaryo na full professional dahil separate po yung kanilang profession sa pagiging abogado na pumupunta sa korte. Ito pong mga Quebec notaries, pwede po kayong representahin when it comes to immigration applications. Mayroon pa po tayo pang-apat. Yung pang-apat po, not for a fee, pero po pwede po sila mag-stand as a representative. Hindi nga lang sila tumatanggap ng bayad. Kung mapapansin niyo, merong ibang form apart from IMM 5476 na ginagamit ng mga paid representatives. Yung representatives na not paid, like mga relatives, for example, ito po ay pumipirma ng authorization to disclose personal information, kasama na rin po ang aplikante. Meron din mga staff sa mga legal clinic or say sa mga settlement services, hindi sila necessarily abogado, pwede silang mga caseworker, nagbibigay sila ng immigration advice pero hindi for a fee. In other words, meron silang limited training for a particular type of application, but of course, you get what you buy. Marami naman tayong mga kilala na capable, pero syempre mag-iingat din po tayo kung kukuha tayo ng advice. Siguraduhin natin we do our research. You need to do your background research, guys. Napaka-importante nito dahil ito po ay life-changing. Paminsan po, ang laki-laki na ng ini-invest natin pagdating dyan. Tapos sa huli-huli, mali-mali pala yung application dahil hindi naman pala nila gamay. Halimbawa, ang isang humanitarian and compassionate ground application na napag-usapan na natin in other venues na napaka-komplikado. Hindi simple itong application na ito. So guys, segue tayo. Let's talk about Minister Diab's recent interview with Max Madec. Max Madec has his own channel, I'm Canada. Medyo naging controversial siya dahil lumabas itong mahabang interview with our Minister for Citizenship and Immigration. And ang kalabas-labasan, naging source ito for information for updates to the TR to PR pathway or program or measure, however you want to call it, because napakalaking diskusyon yan. Actually guys, naglabas po tayo ng short video on this, on my reaction nung lumabas itong balita na ito na sinasabi nga na may updates daw. Pinanood ko po guys, wala naman talagang substantive new information na lumabas dun sa sit-down interview with Minister Diab. The only thing na pwede nating masasabi na siguro pasado na bago, pero hindi pa rin, is labas nga daw sa large census metropolitan area. So yung bago dun, ginamit yung terminology na CMA. Pero alam naman natin from Budget 2025 as early as October, November, na yung focus talaga nitong TR to PR measure is rural. Alam nating labas from big urban centers. Pangalawang punto na na-tease out natin dito, merong speculation nga or indirect guidelines na kailangan may 2-year work experience in Canada, may housing na. Pero guys, until lumabas yung official guidelines and eligibility requirements nitong programa, measure na ito, wala pa rin tayong alam. Ito po ay marites pa rin. And the unfortunate reality is Minister Diab herself, being unfortunately the Minister for Citizenship and Immigration, ay ang nagiging source ng marites. So nakakalungkot po. Honestly, nakaka-shock as someone who has worked in this field for so many years. Nakakagulat na yung panggugulo ng programa ay nanggagaling mismo from the person in charge of the system. So guys, let's talk about Max Madec. Sino ba siya? Well, I'm not gonna comment much. Pero yung situation kasi dito is, nagkaroon ng diskusyon, yung Canadian Immigration Lawyers Association naglabas po ng open letter to Minister Diab asking for clarity regarding the TR to PR program, measure, what have you. Kung ano man ang gusto nilang hanash, sabihin natin, pagdating dito sa programa or measure na ito, hindi natin alam. Pero at the end of the day, walang clarity pagdating sa eligibility, pagdating sa paano gagamitin, na-launch na ba ito. At ang nakakaloka dito guys is walang clarity kung ano yung relationship ni Minister Diab with I'm Canada, with Max Madec. And sila, while they didn't call it out, they did ask the minister to clarify na wala talagang relationship itong IRCC at an I'm Canada. Kasi from a perspective of propriety, parang napaka-dubious, sabihin na lang natin, na lalabas na merong isang platform na pinopromote na alam natin na itong I'm Canada is they're trying to be an aggregator for information, your go-to source for immigration, let's say advice, let's say information, pero kiniframe nila sa information eh. So hindi natin alam kung ano yung relationship. Bakit dun? Bakit hindi dun sa normal channels ng IRCC? Meron silang spokesperson. Merong staff on hand sa Minister Diab when it comes to keeping the public updated when it comes to program changes. At dahil nga pinili ni Minister Diab to sit down with Max Madec with I'm Canada, nakapagtataka ang relationship. Dahil alam natin na meron silang mga services na ino-offer. At almost, nandun halos i-promote ni Minister Diab. So, itong Canadian Immigration Lawyers Association naghahanap ng clarity. Guys, lahat tayo naghahanap ng clarity. Alam ko marami sa inyo anxious, marami sa inyo are going into depression, when it comes to your status in Canada. This is a very sensitive topic. I found it very insensitive of the minister to kind of like further muddy the waters. Pwede naman silang maglabas ng statement about the TR to PR measure, kung ano yung dates, ano yung magiging itsura, because the uncertainty is breeding opportunities for scammers. The uncertainty, the lack of clarity is breeding opportunities for a lot of people who are desperate and throwing their money at, unauthorized representatives or even paid representatives just to do X, Y, and Z. Dahil nga hindi natin alam kung ano yung magiging itsura ng programa. So, I share your frustration when it comes to this whole episode with Minister Diab. It is very unfortunate and I hope na, yun nga, they take it by the shoulders, the Office of Minister for Citizenship and Immigration, and take charge of the narrative. Own it. And for all the criticisms that my colleagues in this field in immigration law have leveled against former Minister for Immigration, Mark Miller, at least Mark Miller was a straight shooter. He was honest and he told it as it is. Minister Diab, sana po bigyan niyo po ng clarity ang mga tao na desperate. Bigyan niyo po ng opportunity to clean up the system because itong nangyayari ngayon hindi po acceptable. Nagiging open po for compromising scams and systems integrity problems. Itong patsi-patsi na paglabas ng impormasyon, hindi po nakakatulong. Guys, if you found this video useful, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Share ninyo sa inyong social media feed, whether on TikTok, whether on Facebook, wherever guys. Kalat natin yung mensahe para sana marinig tayo ni Minister Diab at gawan na ng aksyon na konkreto itong problema na ito pagdating sa communications sa PR to PR measure. Again, this is Lou, your immigration lawyer. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.